So I may have had my most silly build challenge idea so far. What if I turn the classic dirt house into an actual professional looking house? I think it would be a really interesting concept to try it out. And I was even experimenting with a little palette here, and I was thinking that I could use any brownish color palette for this, but the main blocks used for this should be dirt. And I was invested in this idea. I even drew a little doodle of what I wanted the house to look like. This is about to be an interesting little experiment I'm going to do here. So from the little sketch that I drew, my main idea for it was to have kind of like a mountain of dirt and have a little like house on the side. And I also was thinking about like having mud just running around like it was an actual like waterfall and everything. So I think I'm probably going to start with the mountain itself, because I do need to realize how I'm going to do this with dirt only and make it look good. This is definitely going to be a challenge, I'm not gonna lie. I need to visualize this sketch in my head and think about how the heck I'm going to do this in Minecraft. And I'm probably not the only one who has ever done this before, but I do want to see how far I can actually go with this idea, because, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I've been looking at my video ideas, little notes on my phone, and I just didn't find anything interesting to do until I came across this idea, and I was like, huh, okay, that's something that I can do, and I think it's going to be entertaining enough for me and anyone watching, hopefully. So I think our waterfall would be like here, kind of like this, and then the build is supposed to like go kind of around here on the side, actually very close to the waterfall. I'm thinking. Okay, so the effect that I want with this is for the house to be a little bit like to the side of the mountain, and I want the house to look like, you know, the foundation of the house is the actual like dirt little mountain, you know. So it kind of comes up like this. You know, that's how I'm imagining the layout. You know, like this. Maybe a little bit down. It looks like the house is actually coming from the mountainside, like this. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I think I'm getting close, but again, I do feel like this should be taller, so I think I'm gonna change the dimensions a little bit. You can definitely see how I work on builds in a very random partner, because I was working on the mountain itself, and then I went to do the layout of the house, and now I am stuck actually doing details instead of finishing what I'm supposed to finish first before moving to the actual detailing of anything. Yeah, I'm a bit of a mess when I build. My brain just comes up with like various ideas and I need to implement them now, otherwise I forget about them. So, you know, it is looking nice, but this is a mess of a time-lapse here. I am so sorry. It is what it is. Am I right? Just, if you gotta build, you gotta build. Okay, so I think I got a good shape and also a little bit of texturing because I couldn't really help myself, you know. And I'm actually pretty happy with this. Only thing is, yeah, the back is not really finished. But that's fine. That's fine. We're gonna get there eventually. But I really wanted to have like a visual image of my sketch in front of me, and I think this is looking pretty nice. Only thing that I would like to change is to add more dirt to the actual house itself, because I did say that I wanted this build to be mainly made out of dirt, but I feel like I kind of fail at that a little bit when it comes to the house. So maybe if I replace some bits of this with rooted dust, maybe it's going to give me a more... Oh, oops. Maybe it's going to give me a bit of a more like earthy vibe to it, maybe. And like it can even serve as like lighting as well. Let me put this in here like this. You know, that's not bad texturing. Not bad. Not bad. As long as I don't put it too close to the mountain itself, it's not going to really be an issue where the colors might get too close to each other, might look the same. But like I feel like if I do it like this, it's probably going to be okay. So like if I put on the sides as well, I think it's going to look okay. It's going to look nice. Like this. Yeah. Okay, so now that I have fixed this issue that was bothering me, I can kind of try to explain what I cut, what I did here. And you know, especially with the roof itself, if you can see on the sketch, I did some little lines on the roof, and I was kind of figuring to myself how I was going to really make this, because I did want the roof to kind of have a gradient, but also I wanted to, you know, like have a little bit of shape to it. So I kind of went with just like trapdoors because I thought it would be like the closest thing to having a roof that has little scales on it, if that makes sense. It's kind of like a brick house that you have like brick roofs, and they, you know, they form a little like scaly thing. Whatever. I don't know how to explain this, but it's like there's a thing that I went for, and I might even change the roof a little bit and add some dirt. Because I feel like, especially towards the top, it would look good if the top was mostly dirt, and then if it went down, maybe had a little bit of puzzle, maybe? I don't know. I'm definitely going to need to experiment a lot with this one, but I also need to add this chimney. I forgot about this chimney. That's my bad. I'm now looking at my picture and I realize I was supposed to have a chimney in here. I'm gonna see if that fits. If it doesn't, then I'm not going to add it, but I do need to make sure that the shape of the roof is not compromised by having a chimney here on the side. But I guess we're gonna see. I don't think I want a chimney on this thing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna discard the chimney idea, because I mean, it looks good on paper, but on the actual build, I feel like it takes too much from the general shape that I'm going for. And sometimes you need to sacrifice things for the shape of having for the shape, for the sake of having a good silhouette, you know. Because otherwise, when I add a chimney, it kind of looks like a moon, and that's not really what I want with this, you know. Not really the vibe I'm going for. Okay, so I know I don't have the whole build actually completed, but one thing that I thought would be really funny, just for the sake of like making this an actual like pro builder build, like really interesting, is I was thinking that it would be really funny if I did a little bit of Buildstone in here, because I don't know if you've seen, but there have been, you know, a lot of trends of people doing animated builds on Minecraft recently. And one of the videos that I saw was by Kelton, and he made a little waterfall animated. And I was like, huh, you know, it would be really funny if I put that much effort into a whole build made out of dirt. And like, I never did any of the Buildstone stuff before. I did a little bit of redstone for builds once in my life, but I'm not really a redstone, so I think like this will be interesting, because you know, it's supposed to be easy enough that anyone can do it, even little old me. So I want to give this a shot, really, because I think it would be really funny. So I do want to make this little waterfall move. I will do the rest of the mud water around here. And I see if I can make this look nice, because, you know, right now it's just brown terracotta, but I do want to add some glass and stuff. So I think this is what I'm going to be doing right now, honestly. Or more so attempting to do, you know. This is going to be a coffee does redstone type of video, which is sometimes goes smoothly, sometimes it doesn't. I guess we're gonna see how it goes. Oh yeah, and also my original drawing was supposed to have a bit of a water wheel to the side here, but I realized that if I actually wanted to animate this thing, I did not want to have to animate a water wheel, because that sounds really difficult and I don't have that sort of redstone experience, honestly. So I think I'm gonna stick with what seems the easiest option. And this is probably going to be just me attempting redstone for a good couple of minutes, so, you know, I'll try not to make it too long. Okay, so I have the, you know, the backside of it, and what I like, from what I understand, all I need to do is just make the blocks move in a little, like, nice pattern that goes, like, all the, like, from up to down, and then it's gonna give the illusion that is moving. I'm gonna see how we can do this with just pistons and observers. Hopefully I can pull this off, honestly. I mean... Is that really... I mean, it's moving, but it's not really in a nice manner, is it? Oh, I'm getting moved again. Oh god. This is a... Oh my god, this is a safety hazard. Oh god. Do not get stuck in redstone, kids. I don't think that's really healthy for you in any capacity. Oh my god, this is starting to get really hard. Oh god. Okay, so I need to be... I'm not doing it correctly. Oh god, I dropped my thing. Oh my god, this is not... I'm confused. I kind of make it work. It's kind of working. But it's kind of like on the wrong, like, direction, I think. How do I do this? How do you make this work? I don't understand anything. I'm really trying to make space in here for more. Oh my god. You know, this is really fun. I'm complaining, but this is really fun. I like this. This is fun to make, honestly. So, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job. I can try to tweak it a little bit later, but this is looking nice. If I make it all the way down, it's definitely gonna look like it's moving, and this is really interesting technology in Minecraft building. I really like this, even though I don't fully understand what's going on. I like this. I do enjoy this. Yes. Okay, so I'm definitely going to need to make sure to add a brown to those areas, so, you know, they don't show up when the figures are moving. But this is looking cool. This is okay. I'm going to be saying this a lot in here, but this is looking cool. How did I make a build out of dirt look this cool? I don't know, but I'm enjoying this. I am enjoying this a lot. Okay, this is okay. This is cool. I don't know how many times I'm going to have to repeat this, but this is cool. This is nice. This is I really like this. Oh my god. I'm so happy for no reason at all. I just really like how this looks. It looks so cool. Like, it actually looks like it's moving. What? Oh my god. This is... Oh, I am loving this build revolution we're having. I love this. This is perfect. Please never go away. I hope this becomes a standard in, like, builds. I hope everyone keeps doing this for many years, because this is so cool. This is so cool. I love this. I love this so much. Look at this. This is... how many times have I said this is really cool? This is like my only reaction to this. It's just really cool. I love this. I love this. I love this so much. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. This is so cool. Okay, so now I feel like I can actually finish my build properly, because this I have peaked in here. This is the peak of my building career. This is awesome. So I guess I'm just going to finish the build and get it done with. And I am done! Look at this! Look at this thing behind me. Like, usually I get a little bit frustrated with my builds, and it takes me a while to really like them, but this thing right here, I love this. I love this so much. And it is especially because of the Buildstone in this thing, because I think it looks so awesome. Really cool. I love this so much, honestly. But yeah, I feel like I got the main idea of my sketch pretty well, honestly. I am really proud of the work that I did here, because I did want things to be very textured and very shapy, and I feel like I got with this build, you know? It feels very organic, you know, because everything's made out of dirt, so it makes sense that it's very organic, but yeah, I'm really proud of it. And I did finish the back, for your information, and I got a little wall face. A little wall. Wow. I love when I make accidental faces in my build. This is so fun. But yeah, this is how it turned out. It looks really nice, especially because of the Buildstone. I love this thing. I think I have a new interest to explore in building, which is going to be a really interesting concept, because I never got into redstone, and I was trying my best not to have to, but I think this might push me into actually learning how to do the redstone bits, but this is really cool. And recently I've launched my Patreon, so if you want the world download, the build download for this cheeky little thing right here, you can visit me on Patreon and see the download for yourself. And there's even all the like cheeky little thing in there if you're interested. But this is pretty much it. I am so proud of this thing, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.